You're still sharp to get that.
Hey, Mike Almager from Ring. I spoke to you a couple of times about the fight before. This is back before that was even signed. Remember?
Okay.
I don't remember, but we did the magazine story.
Oh yeah, Ring magazine.
I spoke to you. I remember when you were calling me, telling me you were going to fight just like Angul did. You know, use the pressure style, and you did that too. I mean, even better than, way better than even he did. Did you know that the pressure was going to break him down eventually?
Yeah, because you know, Lara was the type of guy that always had trouble with pressure fighting. I knew that if my size and power, if I was able to put the pressure on him the way I did tonight, I would be successful.
Jarrett, what did you think of Lara's power?
I ain't gonna lie, Lara got a little bit of pop. You know, he has hit me the hardest I've ever been hit. You know, he caught me with a solid shot somewhere in the middle round, I'm not sure round it was. But out of all the fights I fought, he had the most pop out of all of them.
Jarrett, did you have a chance to look at the scorecards and see that without that knockdown, you lose the fight?
Yeah, man, that's crazy to me. I feel like I was up on all cards. You know, I was winning each round. And, you know, just for the fact that the knockdown was the deciding factor, man, that's just crazy.
But is that why, I mean, when in your corner after the 11th round, was your coach telling you got to get him on the deck, or like it's a close fight? What was he telling you? Because you came out in that last round like you were going for the knockout.
Oh yeah, man. Nah, he didn't actually say that. I felt like we was up. You know, the knockdown just came natural. But at the end of the day, we still wanted to finish strong. And I'm glad I came out that way in the 12th round.
Look, you've been impressive for a long time now, but this was a big leap in competition for anybody. I mean, Lara's been on top of the division for a long time. I mean, I know you had a short amateur career. He's like one of the best amateurs in Cuba's history. How big is this? How do you feel right now?
Man, it's everything. You know, at the end of the day, I feel like I'm opening doors for fighters and other people that, you know, are the guys that are not the ones that everyone thinks is the one that's going to make it. You know, I'm the one that no one had their eyes on and kind of didn't see me getting here. And for me to be here today as the unified champion of the world, man, it lets you know that anything is possible no matter where you're from. As long as you want it, you can do it.
Yeah, because when you fought Frank Lars on Showbox, you were actually the B-side. Which is crazy to think now, looking back.
Yeah, man, because, you know, these cameras wasn't in my face like this that night. You know, I was coming in as an underdog like I did today. But, you know, that tunnel vision, man, I channel it and I go out there and get the job done.
Jared, was the fight more difficult or easier or just exactly what you expected?
It was kind of exactly what I expected. You know, in the very beginning, I knew when both guys was fresh, he was going to touch me a little bit because he's a decorated amateur. You know, I'm still learning. And but I knew just keep the pressure. And I saw his face change round by round. And you know, I came out with a good.
Did you feel him getting tired in the second half of the fight?
Yeah, I definitely felt him getting tired. And I knew he was getting tired because he started engaging. You know, you never really see Lara engage. He usually use the ring all 12 rounds. But when he started sitting there a little bit, standing toe-to-toe, he even felt like he was behind a little bit or his leg was a little worn down.
What adjustments did you have to make in the fight?
You know, in the beginning, where I was kind of feeling him out, he was pop shot me a little, getting off on me. And I said, man, I can't wait on him. I just got to go in there. And, you know, I can't match Lara's skill for skill. I just had to stay in his face.
Did Charlo say anything to you in the ring afterwards? Because obviously that's the plan, at least from Showtime's perspective, to try to have you guys unify if he wins the fight in June.
No, he didn't say anything to me, you know. And at the end of the day, we all know that I'm not running from anything. I feel like Lara was my toughest fight. Charlo doesn't even have to, you know, come looking for me.
So that's the fight you want this fall?
That's the fight I want. I want that fight. I want to fight for Bill Brooks. I want to fight, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, looking forward with my team. If the business is right with the Charlo, we can fight him next. If not, we'll fight someone else.
You know, what's the most difficult part of Lara's style?
I would say he had a nice straight left hand. You know, it was times he throw the 1-2 and land that left, and he caught me pretty solid a couple times.
Did you work on the uppercut during training camp a lot? Because it seemed like you were catching him just about every round with the uppercut on the inside.
All the time, man. That's my favorite shot. You know, in the beginning of my career, I was throwing it a lot. I kind of got away from it, you know, because guys were looking for it. But, you know, right uppercut is my favorite shot to go.
You know, not just fighting, but beating a guy, you know, with the talent of Lara. How much better can you come from this and improve?
I'm #1, baby. I'm the best in the world right now. So at the end of the day, you'll go home and watch the tape and see what things you need to work on. But we knew the fight wasn't going to be ugly. We were going to get touched a little bit. But I got the job done.
Against a crafty guy like Erislandy Lara, it was actually a really clean fight. Like with the ref, what do you think about the referee?
That referee did an excellent job, man. He let us work inside. You know, I was afraid that every time we got into a clinch or, you know, Lara was going to grab me, he'll call a break. He allowed me to work inside. Kenny Bayless, he did an amazing job. And, you know, even with you know, Lara sometimes where his belt high, he allowed him to throw the body shots and didn't allow Lara to complain about it. So he did an amazing job. He let us fight. He wasn't too much into the action, and I love it.
Do you feel like this can put you on a star path? You know, you have the charisma, obviously, you have the style.
Yes, man. You know, the fans love my style. The fans love what I go out there and do. And I feel like this right here, this shot is a superstar.
What kind of fight do you think it would be with Charlo if it happens in October? Is it even more grueling than this or not as tough?
It's going to be much easier than this. You know, Charlo is the type of guy I go out there and I show what Swift Jarrett Hurd talent is really about. You know, with some of the guys I've been fighting lately, I had to fight in a pressure type way. I'm usually a counter puncher to fight on my back foot. I'm sharper than people think, and I'm not gonna have to go look for Charlo right there.
What'd you make of the way Lara played? It seemed that he was engaging a little bit more than he usually does in prior fights.
Yeah, that's why I said I was surprised he did stay there toe-to-toe more than we expected. We thought he was gonna run the whole entire fight and try to move on me. But I don't know if it was because of my pressure to pull him down, or it was because he felt like he had to kind of stand there to prove something, let me know he's right there with me. I'm not sure what it was. Let me feel like he was behind, but he did stay toe-to-toe and it's surprised.
Were you surprised that he got up from that knockdown? It was a clean shot.
Man, he's a world champion also. I'm not surprised. You know, Lara's been put down before. He has got up to win fights. So at the end of the day, I wasn't surprised.
And when you heard the scores
in that 12th round, when you knocked him down, and did you know how much time was on the clock?
Nah, man. When I didn't know how much time was on the clock. I knew that we practiced on that shot. And when I landed it, I didn't actually, put a lot behind it. It was just perfect timing. When I knocked him down, I kind of wanted to get up and finish the fight, but I didn't.
Hurd, you come with a fan base. Could you hear your fans rooting you on in the fight? Can you hear like throw the jab? You can hear. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Some fighters say they can't hear him, but they were literally right in my ear. Now it was getting me into the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can hear him here in the Hard Rock. It's kind of hard to hear him in the bigger rings like Barclays and things like that. But here I heard him.
If you are able to beat Charlo, would it be something where you've taken everyone out, clean out the division, and would make you think to move up a division, or do you want to stay in the division and really stamp your name at 54?
When I defeat Charlo, if I get a chance at the WBO, I'm moving up. I'm not staying in the fitness titles. I'm going up to bigger, better things at 160. When I defeat Charlo, if I don't get a chance at WBO, it depends on how long it'll take for me to get it, and I'm still moving up. You know, the bigger fights, the big money fights are up at 160, and I want to go there and fight those guys.
Jarrett, do you think tonight was the last night we'll see Erislandy Lara in his prime?
I'm not sure, man. He put up a great fight. It seems like to me he got a lot left.
We saw the best Lara.
Yeah, we saw the best Lara.
Don't water it down.
That's what I mean. Tonight, the last night.
You took a lot out of him.
Right.
He's saying you took a lot out of him.
Yeah.
Like, will he be? You think he'll be the same after this kind of fight?
Yeah, I think he could be the same. You know, when he showed he does have heart, and he's not just the type of fighter that's going to try to run and score points. He knows when he's in there if he needs to pick it up, if he don't need to pick it up. He showed he's champion.
I know you're making nice money now, but do you have your eyes on guys like Canelo and Golovkin, those massive monies? Paydays?
Yeah, those are the big money fights we're speaking on. You know, eventually we want to go up and fight guys like Triple G and Canelo, Kell Brooks. Man, Leah Smith about to fight Sanam Ali. Me and Leah Smith had a few words, talking about Unifying also. So at the end of the day, if you had the belt, we'll take a fight.
I'm good on that fight.
Hey,
Jarrett, the WBA actually also has a regular champion, Brian Hassan from Argentina. He's undefeated. Is he somebody that's interesting to you to fight at some point? Would you be interested in fighting him?
Oh, that's the one that just fought Cedric Vito?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely we'll fight him also. It doesn't matter, man. You see, I feel like I fought the best guy in my division. So as long as the business is right and I'm fighting everyone, man.
Was there any point where Erislandy Lara had you slightly hurt or you had a bite down?
I wouldn't say hurt. He caught me with a good shot, and it buzzed me a little. It was a shot I didn't see. I think it was an uppercut, and I had my hand side and came from under, and I didn't see that one. But I didn't feel dazed. I just feel like, well, that was a good shot. Watch out.
When you heard the first scorecard, what was your instant reaction when you heard the first scorecard for Lara?
Crazy.
I was surprised, man. The simple fact that the knockdown was a deciding factor, that's crazy to me. I feel like I want to fight clearly. But, as long as the fans and all the viewers seen that.
Showtime had him up, too, through the 10th or 11th round. I saw it on the...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Jarrett, so, you know, this guy was on top when you were just turning pro. Now you're the champ. How does this feel?
It's crazy, man. It's a dream come true. Ma, I'm moving out, Ma.
Oh, you're not.
Save that money.
Jarrett, before they made the announcement, what was going through your mind?
At the end of the day, I kind of felt like I knew I won the fight. And when I heard the scorecards, I knew that the 114, 113, I knew the knockdown was the reason why it was that way. I kind of knew I had it, but I didn't think it should be that close.
Is Charlo next?
I'm not sure, man. You know, it depends. You know, I'm going to fight Charlo before I move up. But oh yeah, Lord, you know, already know what's next. We gotta get that bag, yeah.
That's next. That's what's next. That bag is next.
Now let me ask you, Earl Spence is quote unquote taking the fight off, fighting Combo. Jamel Charlo is quote unquote taking the fight off, fighting in terms of 8-level competition, June 9th. Do you think you're deserving? Do you think you're deserving of a fight off, maybe in your hometown, set out an arena, get the fan base behind you, and then unify for everything?
Oh yeah, man. You see, everywhere I go, Swift Nation follow me. I can't wait to go back home and fight for my fans. You know, they deserve that. You know, they've been supporting me so long, and I want to bring one back home for them.
For you, Jarrett, how good of a performance was this in your eyes? And how do you assess it?
A+ because I got the belt. So at the end of the day, I'm happy.
If it's up to you, though, do you take the homecoming fight and then fight Charlo, or just right into Charlo?
Man, it depends on how the business sounds. I mean, you know, I've been in the camp with a few southpaws right now. You know, I maybe want to take a fight with a right-handed fighter. You never know. And at the end of the day, the UK fans tune in tonight. You know, some UK fighters over there can fight somebody like Kim Brooks. You never know. So I don't know.
What about Saddam Ali?
Saddam Ali, you know what's the thing about Saddam? I don't think he would fight someone like me. You know, I'm a little too big for him. He already cut up 147. I feel like he kind of avoid a fight with me. But you know. If it happened, it happened.
You were doubted in some previous fights, like the Galarza fight. Some people even doubted you today. What type of statement do you think this victory in unifying with the game, very decorated champion like Lara, what statement does this send out?
It makes a statement saying this, don't doubt me. Don't doubt me. I've been doubted in numerous fights, man. I always come out on top.
What's your source of inspiration?
You know, my trainer, he passed away back when I was an amateur. And you know, also my younger brother, you know, I'm in a position to allow him to follow me and watch me, you know, grow and become who I am today. And it puts me to train hard, and I know he's watching me. So,
what does it feel like being on the Showtime network? Back-to-back fights, you guys just put on an instant classic in my eyes. So what does it feel like with Showtime coming out all these great fights?
Well, Showtime did a tremendous job 2017. They're right back at it in 2018. I feel like you know, we got a lot of great fights coming back up, and I want to fight again this year. So at the end of the day, you know, Showtime is doing a great job.
You and Danny Garcia have the same nickname. You ever ask him about it?
Danny, man, yeah, that's another thing. Showtime guys, y'all gotta get it right. Danny Garcia is DSG. I am Swift with the lightning bolt. You know what I mean? You know, shout out Danny. You know, me and him good friends. I like Danny, but you know, it's two different Swifts. Yeah.
Do you embrace that when people say you're one of the best action fighters today? Not just a good fighter, but one of the action guys that is excited. Do you embrace that?
Yeah, I love that, man, because without the fans, I'm no one, you know. And I want them to tune in. So if I'm fighting excited, that's a good way for them to watch me.
So you say you want to move up to 160. Obviously, we heard all this shenanigans that's going on at 160 with Canelo. If you had the opportunity to fight Canelo May 5th, would you have taken that fight knowing that he was on Timbuktu?
Knowing that he was on?
Yeah, well,
knowing that he on?
Well, it was 3 months before the fight, February 17th.
Nah, I'm not fighting somebody knowing he on substance.
No matter how much money.
Yeah, no matter. You know what I mean?
A follow-up question. If someone is caught taking PEDs, with your life on the line, do you think it's a criminal action, or do you just think that they should be punished by the...
Yes, man, listen. I was in camp with Antoine Ashton Douglas before he fought, what's his name? I was in camp with him, and you know, he was sharp, he was working good. Then when he fought that fight, after the outcome, he never was the same. And you know, it's not fair because that guy was on some type of substance, and he was just about to fight for the world championship title, and now, you know, we're not even sure if he can even get back in the ring. And man, it's not fair. I feel like people like that should be banned forever. And if I'm getting in the ring, fighting fair, you know, I need a fair fight for him.
You're from DC, right?
Yeah,
What does this mean
from
to the
Maryland.
city? Maryland.
It means everything, you know, putting on for my small city, acting key that got all my fans out here. And at the end of the day, I'm the unified champion of the world. Nobody can take that away from me.
Number one.
You're definitely number one. Now, obviously, the fans are going to choose sides, right? Why should they choose Jarrett Hurd at 154?
Well, he got the most bills.
and you see that the numerous times you got doubted me would end up happening, I came out on top. And I don't think I'm taking easy fights. I'm going the hard route like the old school fighters. And yeah, I fought the most supported fighter and
lineal champions.
Yeah, I fought the toughest competition in my week.
One more question.
Any chance of a rematch?
Man, we don't need it, man. I think I went out there and did what I made it clear.
All right, thank you, Jarrett.
How's it work with Al Haymon?
I love Al Haymon, man.
I just want you to yell at me.
Oh my God.
We love Al Haymon. He doing such an amazing job. So, you know, this is a team we wanted to get with Al Haymon. We got with him. Happy with him.
Okay, that's it.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.